Hey kids, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Today's going to be a little bit of a unique video, kind of in line with what we did last week, where we take 5 knives that were perfect knives that there's no problem with. I love them, I carried them, something new came along, got pushed to the back of the case. Been carrying them again lately, rediscovering them, and just wanted to bring them out because a lot of them are still available. So first thing I want to do is say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to anyone who comes in to check out the knife and EDC content. If you're so inclined, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification icon. It'll really help me out. But more importantly, thanks for being here. So the first knife, since I can't count to 5, this will be an honorable mention. This is, I think I talked in one of my earlier videos about the Ace Grand. And I really like giant mouse knives. Always have. Maybe it was the Ace Biblio. I know it was one of the giant mouses. But this Atillier, or Atillier, has come out, and it is, in my opinion, the mini version of the Grand. So this little guy's in L-Max, micarta, liner lock, done very well, great detent, flipper only, very good ergonomics for me, and just a great knife. I think it's a winner. I've been carrying it a lot more lately since I kind of found it in the case, and like some of these others that I'm going to show you that I've been carrying, it's just don't forget the ones in the back of the case, guys. And we're always chasing the next newest thing, but I promise you, you've got some winners that you're not even paying attention to. Nothing wrong with that, but just revisit them from time to time. So number 6, or honorable mention, we've got the giant mouse Ace Atillier. Coming in at number 5 in this forgotten winner circle, this is my first Hogue Deka, the Hogue Deka V1. This one came with G10 scales. It was about $130, maybe $118 because I bought it on sale. It is just simple 20 CV, a Leishowitz design. I loved the Wharncliffe so much that I turned around and bought the same black J10 in a drop point. Fast forward a couple years, the version 2 came out, and Marty at Original Goat was looking for templates to do version 1s because they were getting a lot of requests. So I sent him my 2 Dekas, and he hung on to them for a while. I was in no rush. And when they came back, they were wearing Original Goat scales. So this is a Gen 1 Hogue Deka, Wharncliffe, with the splatter titanium or splatter aluminum scales that I think are just awesome. Great deep carry clip. Factory Hogue, carries great, very light. I think it's 10 times better than my bug out just because I like the cutting angle. So real winner. Coming in at number 5. I should carry it a lot more, but I'm committed to carrying it this week. Coming in at number 4, we have a knife that really surprised me. I've been a Demco junkie since they started, but probably for the wrong reason, probably because of all the hype around the Shark Lock. In Nashville this year, I bumped into this special edition lasered aluminum 20 CV 8020S, what's the little one called? The Shark Cub in 20 CV and the slicer grade. So what makes this knife so great is it's much thinner in overall dimension than your regular Demco 80-20.5. And the slicer grind, which I imagine is pretty impressive on the full-sized 80-20s, just has a much better blade geometry. I compared this to the drop point and to the shark's foot, and this was by far, maybe because I don't have it in a 20.5, this is definitely the blade grind that I settled on. I love some of the improvements they've made in this Shark Cub over the earlier Demcos that I had. The earlier Demcos I had did not have the metal pivot. Some of the later ones did. I think the shark lock is done extremely well. I love the very solid aluminum scales. I love the limited edition etching. Love the blade steel. Really love the positioning and the stretching out there of the deployment hole. Because one thing Demkos have lacked in the past was a snappy deployment. And it's just where your finger falls in that and the lightness of the blade, it deploys like a champ. So this is the Demco Sharp Cub. Fantastic knife. Bought it, loved it, reviewed it. Hadn't put it in my pocket much since. Feel like an idiot because it's a great knife. But this is a Shark Cub, which will bring us to number 3. All of these knives are still available except the last one we're going to come to. So this knife here is, and I always get it confused, I think it's my Spyderco Sage 5. It is the Spyderco that's from Taichung, Taiwan. It is CPM S30. I want to say it's the Sage 5, the one that goes to Alzheimer's. It is very, very much a slicey leaf blade slayer, like all Spydercos, but this one is as laser beamy as any that I have, except probably my Watu. But this is just a great blade. The ergonomics are fantastic. I wish I could find some good scales for it, because I found some for my smock, and I love the Taichung, Taiwan construction. I think it's better than the Golden Colorado, no offense, but I hate the carbon fiber that they use exclusively on their models. So I would love to find some scales for this bad boy. Fits my hand perfect. It's kind of like a baby Mannix with a compression lock. I'm a huge fan. That's going to come in right at number 3, which brings us to number 2, which is a budget category knife, but it's a knife that I have the Vision R, the expensive one with the 20 CV and a titanium. I like this one better with Nitro V and thumb studs. It's got a little bit more grip on the bar. I think the 20 or the Nitro V is every bit as slicey as the 20 CV. I love the blade geometry of that reverse tanto. I love the way the action on this knife works. It utilizes the same super lock by Snex. It's got a fantastic finger choil. It's under $100, most cases under $80, but just really a great buy for what I think could be very well the best under $100 knife again this year. Came out last year, but they've come out with Ultim variations, some Lexan variations, different blades, Damascus and stuff. And guys, it's that good of a design. It really is. I did put a $8 Civivi titanium pocket clip on it, made it better, but I really love it. Number 2, the Civivi Vision FG, the budget knife here in the category, which brings us to number 1, a knife I should be carrying more, and this is the OG Dylan Mallery Phorus. Super light, super well contoured, drop shut action, deployment hole only, fantastic finger choil, super thin with probably one of the sliciest geometries in the game. Now Dylan's improved this knife. He's made it more available in more premium materials. Unfortunately, that hit about the time my knife buying was getting ready to be really crunched in on. But I've had this OG V1 and I've loved it. It's one that's kind of been a forever knife, but it just kind of hides in a case. It doesn't get carried a lot. Not because I can't replace it, just because I don't think about it as much. I'm thinking about them now, and that's one of the reasons I think these videos are so good for me, because they're helping me go back through, bring out some knives that might have just got 1 or 2 looks, then I put away, not only to share them with you guys, to give you some long-term thoughts on them, but also to help myself rediscover them, right? I mean, I can chase new knives till the cows come home and always have new knives, but not get any carry time with knives that could be the classics. Really, that's what I think we're looking for, are those classic knives that are going to mean something to us. These 5/6 knives are all great knives. They're all what I would consider passing with an A, B+, everywhere around. And I'm glad you guys watched. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you own any of these knives, if you carry any of these knives. All of them are available, and I'll try to link them, except for the Phorus. He might be available in the secondary. But guys, please, please, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.